still in my truck. I'm just trying to put some documentation up. The company that I'm working for out of Romerville, Illinois, I've decided to move on. Unfortunately, there was a series of events that have happened over the last year that has brought me to this decision, and I just want to make sure I document everything. I'm going to be doing I'm going to be cleaning the truck so I can bring it back to them. But the series of events that took place is that, first of all, my hazard light stopped working, and I took the truck to a company called the TA. I don't know if you know about truck stops, but I took the truck to the TA, and the TA told me that it was a switch that needed to be changed out, and the company decided that they didn't want to send me to the Freightliner, which is the place where the truck is covered under warranty. They wanted to do it themselves. So I was on my way back to the company to take care of the situation, which is dangerous to drive a truck with no hazard lights. It's required for us to have a hazard light for the DOT. Unfortunately, I decided to drive the truck, without the hazard lights working. In my journey to the yard, I found out truck driver just kept flashing me. I'm like, what they want? I'm saying, what's going on? Because my light's working. I'm turning my light switch on and off. And so I looked back in my big mirror, and I was like, man, I don't have any lights back there. So I had to stop the truck. It was like maybe 2 miles down the road. I had to stop the truck off on an exit. And so what I did was I went in the back of my truck. Of course, I'm going to check the cables. So I checked the cables and I wiggled them around, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know, what to do, because I just called them about the hazard lights, and they're not too happy about that. And you get some sort of kind of anxiety going when you're dealing with people and they don't seem cooperative. Just to let you know, I'm not a lease operator. I'm a company driver, and I expect those type of things to be taken care of by the company. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the lights to turn on after toying around with the plugs for at least 30 minutes. And what happened was, I was just like, man, I'm tired. The light's not working. Let me call the company, because I just couldn't get them to work. It was raining out. I was like, whoa, dude, man, it's raining out here. I'm trying to get these lights working. I went under the trailer to try to see what I could do to help the situation, and I could not get the lights to work. And they're known to have faulty trailers. If you've been following me, then you would know that this company has not been the greatest company that I've had the opportunity to work for. And every time there's a situation with the trailer, because the truck is completely brand new, every time there's a problem with the trailer, they have this guy there that you have to call, and he has, like a big problem with you calling about things that need to be replaced with the trailer. So long story short, they sent someone out, and it happened to be a shop person that they sent out, one of the mechanics from the shop, and it was like maybe 60 miles away. So the guy came out that morning, but before he came out that morning, I was asked to go out and see if I could check it again. Okay, the switches were checked again, the plugging. I couldn't do anything with it. So the mechanic showed up, and he moved it around, and he did fooled around with it a little bit. Mind you, it was raining the night before, but he got it in, and it plugged back in properly. And So I'm thinking, like, I asked him, I was like, what's going on? You know, like, why didn't it work when I, tried to, get it to work? And he was like, I don't know. I just have magic. And I'm like, what? You got? So I was like, okay, you got magic. But I said, maybe the rain caused it or anything. So this guy from the job called me that's supposed to be like the next level to the boss. He called me and he was like, oh, we're going to be charging you for a mechanic coming out. And I'm thinking to myself, you're going to be doing what? If you recall, a couple weeks ago, I did a video about, I don't know if I did a video on, I don't know if I shared that with y'all on Facebook. I was stopped at a weigh station and I had a tire to blow out. Well, not blow out, it has a slow leak in it. So when I went on my pre-trip that morning, the tire was fine. But about 4 o'clock in the morning, I went through a weigh station and I had to do a level 2 background. I mean, not a level 2 background, a level 2 inspection on my truck because the drive tires were a little bit overweight. Not very much, but it was enough for them to say, okay, let me do a level 2 on you. So being that I had to do a level 2 inspection, he noticed that I needed air in one of my tires, which the tire had a slow leak, is how he documented it. So, I mean, it makes sense because it didn't give me a problem on the pre-trip. But, so I had to stay at the weigh station until he told me to stay at the weigh station until he's going to place me out of service until I get the tire fixed. So I called my company to get the tire fixed. And I let them know that, I have to stay here out of service because the tire. So what had happened was they took money from my check, and DOT reassured me that that was not a ticket that they issued to me. That was called a citation. A citation is like you being fined by the county for coming through with a faulty tire and a little bit overweight. And it's not going to cause any problems for your company because we're writing you that ticket, not your company. I mean, it doesn't have any association with your company. So, I go home and I come back out. So 2 weeks pass, you know what I mean? The first week I don't get paid because I started, on a date that it just didn't fall well. So the next week is when I got paid, and I got paid for like a week and a half, put it that way. So I look at my check and I'm like, well, how can you take that money out of my check like that? Oh, because you were you were out of service. So I'm like, well, okay, I was out of service, but that doesn't have anything to do with the company. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was out of service because there was a tire that needed to be fixed that probably should have been replaced a long time ago. But I'm past that. You took that money out of my check. So I called, but before I was okay with it, I called and I spoke with this guy that's supposed to be like the second in charge. And he evaded my call, and I saw him at the yard when I went over there the other day to get his hazard light fixed, and to see if the trailer was faulty, and so. But anyway, long story short, he said, I'll call you on Monday, Shalon. So I was like, okay, call me on Monday. So he called me yesterday, which was Monday, and he said to me, he was like, oh, so the boss said we're gonna keep those charges on you for the violation of well, it's a company violation. It's not a violation with the Department of Transportation. It's like like a warning. You know what I mean? So anyway, so we're not gonna take those charges off you. We're gonna take that money out of your check, and it doesn't affect them one way or another. But he then went on to say, oh, we're going to charge you for all those, what happened over the weekend with the hazard light and the, not the hazard light, I don't know if they're gonna charge me for the hazard light yet, but he was telling me about the cable connection. And I'm thinking to myself, how could you do that? Because you know that you have faulty equipment out there. So, you know, I just don't want to, you know, I don't want to go through it again. So I was just like, you know, well, you know, I just decided that I'm just going to bring you your vehicle back and, you know, your truck, and I'm going to move on with my life. Let me tell y'all how God works. So I brought the truck back. I mean, I didn't bring the truck back yet. I'm actually still in the truck, and today is Tuesday. And so what happened was, yesterday I was on my way to well, what happened was I told him I'm gonna bring the truck back, and the only reason why he and I got in contact with each other is because of something else that happened to the trailer. Okay, I got my load weighed, right? Okay, on my drive tires, no, on my steer axle is supposed to be 12,000 and nothing over. Not unless I have a weight ticket that says that my fuel put me overweight. That's the only way that I'll be able to pass by the weight station. But I had a half a tank of fuel, and it was 900 pounds overweight, and I wasn't going to take that chance of going through. I wasn't going to take that chance of going through the weigh station down in Tennessee and being pulled over and chancing them messing with my check again, because you already messed with my check one time. Now, mind you, I love my family, and I like to be able to do things with my family, and I like to take a couple weeks off, you know, so that I can cook for my family and show you guys, you know, and you know, it's just a whole process. I'm not just trying to make money, I'm trying to save money, because there's a bigger picture out there for me. So anyways, y'all, I called them about the tandems. The reason why I called them about the weight is because the tandems, I couldn't get them to slide, and that's important for me to be able to slide those tandems, because they determine how much weight on each tire. I don't know if I know a lot of you guys probably don't understand, but if you're a trucker, you can understand, and if you're a listener, you can understand my pain. But so okay, I couldn't get the tandems to move, so they was like, well, just drive the truck like it is. And I'm like, are you freaking serious? So I refused, because these are my licenses, and they are in need of me to drive their truck around the country so that they can make money off of me. So I refused to move the truck. So they asked me to go to a Love's, and I decided, okay, let me go to this Love's, and you know, it'll be a quick fix. So, oh my God, it took 24 hours for somebody to fix this trailer. In the process of them fixing the trailer, found out that the trailer didn't even have a tag. Do you guys have any idea how much of I would have had to pay if DOT would have pulled me over with no tag on the trailer? Are you serious? No tag on the trailer? Only reason why I found out there was no tag on the trailer is because the shop manager asked me, you know, he had to take certain information down before he serviced the vehicle or the trailer. So he asked me, he was like, wait a minute, do you have the tag? I mean, is the tag, like, did y'all put it somewhere else? What's going on with the tag? So I'm like, what do you mean? Like, the tag is back there. So I jump out of the truck, because I'm like, wait a minute, this dude must be new. He don't know what he talking about. I went back there. No license plate at all. I'm talking about gone. Nothing there. The whole thing that holds the tag, the platform that holds the tag is all rusted out. And I'm thinking to myself, Lord, what can this tag be? You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, oh God, you know, like, what's going on? Now I got to call these people again? Oh my Jesus. And the shop manager was like, I know you're not gonna drive this truck like this because you know it's gonna cost you a lot to you know, if DOT pulls you over. And I was like, oh, no worries, I'm not gonna move this trailer anywhere. I'm gonna stay here until they handle the situation. So so at that point, it took about 3 hours for them to help me get the tandems in the right spot so that I could take the load where it needed to be. But I still can't move because I still can't move to take this trailer back to, well, take it to Illinois, because this trailer is due in Louisiana, New Orleans. And I was proud to take this trailer to Louisiana because I was headed home anyways. But you know, being that they have done so many wrong things to me, I cannot think of driving their load to where it needs to be. Because I mean, you know, you already know, I just told you I just went through so much. And if you've been following me, then you would know that I have put up with a lot of things when it comes to them, especially with, you know, maintenance on their trailers, and you know, they just don't want to fix anything. But anyways, y'all, I'm stuck over here in Kentucky for a couple days until they can get the tag to me. And you know, I am so grateful to God for allowing me to be here and to be safe. And you know, I just done been through so much with these people. And another thing, darn, it was just on the tip of my tongue that I wanted to say to you guys before I stop this video. But something I wanted to tell y'all. And it's very, very valid. Very, very valid. And it's very important for me to say this. What is it? Oh shoot, y'all know I had ate me some KLC today. Don't play with me. Your girl stuck in this truck. Your girl eating, okay? Greedy mode. But man, I'm just gonna cut that part out. But darn, I wanted y'all to know something else. Oh, guess what they told me? And I'm going to insert that text in to you guys. They told me to drive the trailer. You know, it was okay for me to drive the trailer and just pencil in the tag numbers. That's all. Just pencil it in and drive it just like it is. And I'm thinking to myself, do you really think that's okay? Like, for real? So I texted. I'm going to show y'all the text messages. Then another time, this same guy, he said to me, he was like, oh, just drive the trailer without any brake lights or turn signal lights and all this stuff. So you can just imagine how crummy he is as a person. If he's, you know, like, I don't know if it's because I'm black or if I'm a woman or, you know, why he's so rude to drivers. But he's like the most rudest guy that you would ever want to deal with. And, you know, he caused me some type of anxiety when I called to ask about things. And I think that's the way they want it. That's the way the boss, the guy that they refer to him as being, I think that's the way he likes it. He likes for this guy to intimidate people. But ain't no intimidating me, honey. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Okay? That part. But y'all, I don't know what else it is that I feel like I need to document. But I'm gonna clean these people's truck. And I have a friend that resides in somewhere in Chicago. I forgot the area. But she's gonna come pick me up. And I'm gonna chill over there for a couple days. And guess what? This is the valid point that I wanted y'all to see, man. When it comes to God, let me tell you something. The moment I said I no longer want to be a driver for your company, guess what? About 5 minutes later, another company called me and hired me on the spot. So let me tell you something. If my God ain't worth serving, then I don't know what else to tell you, because God is great, baby. God is great at all times. He is the only way that we're going to make it, y'all. So know that. And I keep my eyes on the sparrow. Believe that. But y'all know what? Your girl got to go. I ain't got to go, but I'm going to go because it's been 20 minutes already that I've been speaking. And I just want to just relax a little bit, you know, until I'm able to get this truck where it need to be and clean it out and, you know, just go from there. Y'all wish me all the luck, and I will be shooting you guys a video really soon on some things that I want to bring to the table for you to enjoy watching and eating along with me. Maybe I might do a video with one of my best friends in the world, you know. Maybe I might do a video with her, a cook video. I'm planning on getting an extended stay hotel for a couple days, and I'll see y'all later. All right, bye.